Hey everyone, John Hartley, and I'm here with today's mail. I got a few things in the mailbox today. I got one of the foreign coins that I'm waiting on, but the other one didn't come in, so I'll wait till both of them are here. It'll make for a better video. And I got this box from Memphis, Tennessee, the fulfillment center of the United States Mint. Why they have a facility in Tennessee when none of the mints in the United States are in Tennessee is beyond me. You'd think it would make more sense to have your fulfillment center near or at the mint location that sends out the most product. But who am I to second guess the government? So let's go on in here. And if that sounded kind of quiet for opening a sealed box, it was. I got interrupted the first time I made this video, so I started over. The box was already open, but you didn't miss anything. This year's proof set. I've already got the silver quarter set, so this is the next thing from the mint in 2018. COA, we've all seen those. And one of these days, when all this stuff is finished, our mint sets will get back to one single lens. But that's a few years off. The only thing different about this year is the Jim Thorpe reverse of the Native American dollar. And it looks pretty good. And the quarters. As I said in the silver quarter video, that every time you get a mint set of silver quarters or quarters, there's always a bunch of birds. People should be a little bit more original. The only one that had a bird on it that I really liked was the one that had the wild turkey on it. I forget right now which state that was, but wild turkey is a game bird, and there are a bunch of them where I live. And they taste good. If you're a vegetarian, I apologize, but they do. I pulled out all the albums that these coins fill. Originally, I didn't put brand new coins in albums. That started when I did my Kennedy half dollar album, and then I did my Washington quarters album, and it's the Washington quarter album from 1932 to 1998, and the Kennedy album was the 64 through, I think it was 2011 was when you needed to go to the next size album. I'm not sure, but because I'm a completist, and I finally looked that word up. Yes, completist is a word, and it kind of, the definition is sort of like when you have a hobby, you must have every item in the hobby. And so it's kind of pertains to those of us who are coin collectors. But because I had to have all of them, I got the Washington Statehood Quarters album, and then as that progressed to the District and Washington D.C. album, and then the Washington Parks Quarters. So it just it goes on and on. If you have OCD and you're a completist, you have to just keep on putting things in. And because I was opening up, I never thought I was going to have a Jefferson nickel or Lincoln Shield cent. But when I'd open these up to put my quarters and my $50 in the albums, and by that time I had a Sacagawea album as well. That's when I started. I had to have some place to put these shiny nickels and cents, and then eventually I started a Roosevelt Dime album. Those albums are all complete. The Roosevelt Dime from beginning to present, a Memorial Cent album, is complete. Now this is the Shield Cent album. They changed it when they changed over. And the Jefferson Nickel album, the original album from 38 till they changed, is complete. And now this is the new Jefferson Nickel album. So, but it's okay. It's keeps me busy in my retirement somewhat. So it's rainy and ugly outside, which is a good day to mess with my coin collection because I don't want to be out there, so I got something to do in here. So I'll sit down and put all these coins in the appropriate holes. I didn't sit down and put all of the Lincoln cents I opened up the other day. Just didn't feel like doing it, so every now and then I'd come in and do 15 or so and then go back to the race or what have you. So that's all I got for today. I've got one more package I'm waiting on, the other foreign coin. That one and this one I have here are two countries that I did not previously have, so it sort of fills those holes. The last country that I didn't have that's in Europe. So that's the one that still isn't here. So until those come in, I am 1042.